Welcome to Nutrition by Jules. I'm Jules, bringing you all things wellness for your pregnancy and postpartum journey. It's a mini move Monday, and we're bringing a 10-15 minute low impact, low intensity workout for you. This might just be a nice little break in your day. It might be a warm up. It might just be that you haven't moved your body in a while, especially if you're returning to exercise or wanting to be active through pregnancy, all of which can be time consuming. So hopefully this helps you out, get your blood pumping and working that body. All right, so we have a little mini warm up to our warm up. Mobility, laying on our backs. We're going to do a modified pigeon. So with our knees up, we're going to take one ankle and put it on our opposite knee. So I'm doing my left ankle on my right knee. And I can just stay here and lightly press on my leg to feel this little lovely hip stretch. Or if I want it a little bit deeper, I can reach through and grab my hamstring on that right leg and lay my head and shoulders back. Go ahead and relax the head and shoulders. Get a little rock side to side and just pull here in various directions. You should be feeling this on the bent legs hip. So my left hip here. And you can hold as long as you want. Switch sides when you're ready. Opposite ankle, opposite knee. Push here. That may be enough, or reach through again, grab that hamstring, release, and relax the shoulders and the neck. Oh, the side's tighter. Get a little rock side to side, find those tight spots, and hold. Oh, yeah. All right, release when you're ready. I do recommend maybe holding a little longer than I just did. I could probably stay there for quite a while, but you don't want to watch me do that. We're now going to flip over on all fours and make our way into down dog to do a little walk the dog, so stretching our calves out. So my hands are nice and wide, and I'm popping my elbows out, tucking my toes under, hips go up and back, pushing my thread through my arms, having a little bend in my knee so I can get really high hips, and then pushing my heels down towards the floor, and I'm going to walk it out. So get my hips in there, pushing one heel at a time towards the ground, walking out my dog. You can go slow or fast. Again, pause if you need an extra stretch on your calves there. And hopefully that feels good here. Getting going on this Mini Move Monday. Next, we've got a lateral squat steps. I don't have a lot of space laterally here. You may not either, but that's fine. We're going to collectively try to get 10 going both directions. So a little wider stance outside of your shoulder width. Hip hinge or squat, either way, but keeping our chest nice and high into like a quarter squat, pushing our knees out and just stepping over and back. My hands can be here, my hands can be here, wherever you want them, maybe behind your head. And just keeping nice and low, stepping those feet together as I go over and back. I don't know how many that was. True to form, I'm not counting and talking at the same time. But yeah, if you can get 10 total steps both directions, a little more if you're feeling good about it. Hopefully you have space. If you don't have very much space at all, you could always just go back and forth, stepping laterally to get the same effect. All right, now we have 2 rounds of 4 exercises. We're going to do 3-way lunges, all on one side first, then we'll switch to the other. So front, step out as far as you are comfortable, but as long as you keep your weight on your front heel. So I'm ideally at a 90-90, press back up, out to a lateral lunge. Again, step as far as I can without putting weight on my toe. Knee tracks over my toe, drop my hips back and down, push off back to center. I don't have any room behind me. And then behind you, same thing, reverse lunge. My knees hip width apart. I'm not walking on a tightrope here. Push off the back foot, back to the center. So forward, lateral, and back. We're going to do 5 on each side. So this is my third. Nice big steps. Don't be afraid of it. If balance is an issue here for you, Have something next to you to hold on to or to help you balance, a wall, a stick, broom, box, bench, couch, something to help you feel more stable if you need it. Because I do want you to be able to step out, drop those hips, and keep that shoulder up. And as always, making sure we've got a nice braced, solid core posture. Oh, other side. That was 5 on that. Leg. Do we have enough room? Good, not kicking the bikes. And you might find that one side feels a little tighter or a little bit more off balance. So if you need to balance on one side and you did it on the other, fine. Do what you need to do. And keep checking in, making sure shoulders are back, you're not leaning forward, there's no arch in the spine at all. I think this is my last one. Yeah. And if you need to slow them down, slow them down. That is always available. And if you want to up that one, you can hold a weight to your chest while you do it, if you want to make those a little bit more vigorous. Next we have an incline push-up shoulder tap. If you're feeling good about your core stability, you can do these on the floor in a push-up position. I'm going to show you the incline. This is where I would suggest you start if you've never done these, especially if you're postpartum. But yeah, here I am in a good position. My shoulders are back and down. Nice straight back, activating my core, so I'm good brace. My glutes are on. I can go wide with my feet if I need more stability. And I'm nice and solid on whatever it is I have my hands on. I don't want it to slip out. And then I'm going to tap my shoulders, keeping my hips as still as possible as I tap for 12 total or 6 on each side. Not sure how many that was. That felt pretty good. Again, you can do that on the ground. Same concept, wide feet if you need a better base. Feet together is going to be a little harder. Don't let the hips wibble wobble anywhere. Try to keep them nice and stable. That means you're really activating that core as you're tapping. Okay. Glute bridge march, so back on the ground on our backs. If you've watched any of these Mini Move Mondays, you've probably done a bridge before. But to remind everybody, we are tilting our pelvis down, squeezing our glutes, rolling one spine at a time up until we're at a not quite vertical, but closed position. So I'm not putting any extra bend in my lower back. Squeezing my glutes, stopping right here. We're gonna hold the bridge and then march one leg at a time up in the air. So trying to keep my hips in place, bringing that knee up. Don't forget to breathe. Hold your breath on this. We're doing 12 total, these glute bridge marches. 11, 12, sure. And then slowly roll yourself back down. Try not to just plop into the floor. Yes. Roll over into your side to get up. This is definitely the best way to do it if you're pregnant or postpartum, not putting too much strain on that core. And our last one is what we use the band for. Yay! So crossbody pulls. Any band will do for this, as long as you can keep your arms straight to pull. So shoulders back and down here. Make sure my rib cage is down and stacked over my hips. Tilting my hands and pull across my body. The bottom hand is going towards my bottom pocket. 8 to 10. 9, 10. Reset. Make sure I'm turning my glute, my abs on, shoulders back and down, other direction. 5, 6, 7, 8. As it tends to get a little heavier or harder at the end, make sure I'm not swaying that torso. Keep it tight. And back to the beginning. So my lunges, I don't remember which foot I started with, but that's fine. Side, or front, side, back. And together, my shoulders stay nice and high. Stay nice and tight in my core. Let's go back and down. 90-90, no weight on my toes. Probably the most important piece. I mean, a little is fine. I just want to make sure you're not bugging those knees, you know, or getting off balance. Grab yourself something stable if you need it. Is that 5? Don't go back and count. I don't want to know. Hopefully you're getting a full 5 rotations in. Another thing I have to watch for myself when I'm doing these lunges is that knee stays tracked from my toe and doesn't come in. I want to keep it out. Good. Again, weighted is an option. I like to put my hands out. Helps me make sure my shoulders are staying nice and high. One more. And then we'll get into our incline push-up rotations. So, solid base on my feet, on my hands, hips come down, shoulders are engaged, but not in my neck. Hips are stable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, and feel free to slow that down too. It doesn't have to be really fast. If you can go fast easily, move your feet in, challenge yourself, or get to the ground if everything's feeling fine in the core. And there's no imbalances there. Glute bridge march. 4, 12. Tilt my pelvis. Exhale as I raise up and squeeze the glutes, and then I'm going to breathe normally as I raise my knees. Excellent. Slow roll down, 1 vertebrae at a time. A roll over to get up. And the last one is my cross body chops. Arms straight ahead. Make sure my shoulder are activated. Glutes, core activated. You can also do this with your feet together or single leg or like a B stance, a little kickstand if you want to challenge your balance here. We've done that before in the past as well. Can be a good one for some people. Also, as you pull, try really hard to make sure your wrists stay straight. Let's not cock those wrists and give them any more issues than necessary. Other direction. Oh yes, sweating in my garage this morning for sure. Yeah. Good work, everybody. See you on the next Mini Move Monday. Please subscribe if you like it. Bye.